Dude, chat, do you want to know something that I did for Twilight Princess HD that was kind of like a hustle? It was kind of funny. I'm not going to say what the name of the store was, but I called up my local game store. It was like a really small local game store back in like 2016 or whatever it was. And I said, "Are you guys doing a midnight launch for Twilight Princess?" And they said, "No." And then I said, "Okay." And they say, "Do you want us to reserve one?" And I said, "No, that's fine. I need to stream the game, so I need to have it at midnight at launch, but I was preferring a physical copy over a digital copy, but that's fine. I'm just gonna buy the game digitally then so I can play it." And the guy, the owner, he was like, "What if you come by the store at 8 p.m. as we close?" and I was like, "And you will sell me the game?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I go, "All right, sure." So I actually have a physical copy of TPHD because I showed up there like 7:55 p.m. and he was like, "Here you go." So he sold it to me taking like 4 hours early. Because he was like, we kind of want the sale. Screw the 4 hours difference. Oh no. This is good ESS. I'm gonna restart it so not waste my arm. I know if I don't mess up the flicking, I can do it. My arm is just a little bit out of it. I'm not sure because I haven't done it in 2 weeks or something, but my arm is like a tiny bit out of it. There we go. Whew. Okay. Just need to get the area fill and we got a run going. Very clean. Do you have any favorite Zelda memories with your dad? I don't know if I have a specific Zelda memory with my dad. I think my favorite like gaming memory with my dad would actually be a very random thing. So one thing that I think a lot of people take for granted is that, and I think some other foreigners from specific countries can relate to me here, where I say that a real struggle that I had growing up as a gamer as a kid is that basically no video games when I was young had Swedish translations. So I kind of just had to bonk my head against the wall and figure out what to do through trial and error because I could not read English and there was no Swedish translation. Like most Nintendo games, during this generation, the only translations you would usually have that were standard was French, German, Italian, and Spanish, and English. Those are like the 5. So I would kind of just do like the back and forth method. But what I was gonna say was, I think my favorite memory would be when me and my brother together wanted to play through the original Paper Mario on the N64. And we had to make this like an event because that game required you to be able to kind of understand some of the quests and some of the text. So every day for like 1 or 2 hours, we would sit down with Dad and he would live translate every single text dialogue so that me and my brother could get through all of Paper Mario 64 together. So he sat through that entire playthrough. He actually had never played Paper Mario himself because he sat through that entire thing, just live translating every text box. No! I paused right before I drowned, and then when I was trying to make one, but I was looking at the wrong way, so I tried to do a 1-frame pause buffer to do a 180-degree turnaround. It would have worked, but I paused early, so it ate the input, so I progressed like a full second, and it caused me to drown. Oh, I'm so sad. Yeah, that's a reset. Oh yeah, wait, I have seen that clip. Hold on, that's amazing. It's actually from a fellow speedrunner. It's from Virtual, my Norwegian brother. Hold on, I gotta show that clip. That clip is legendary. That's a good example of like a foreigner speaking English and completely messing up. Let me show you the clip if you haven't seen it. This is a classic clip.
Am I a socialist or leftist? This is a Trackmania stream. I'm a racist. A racer, not a racist. It's not my first language. A racer. Sorry. It's a bit of a Misspoke. My bad.
I understand though. Like anyone when they see that clip will understand how he was thinking. Do you know what I mean? He's thinking is like, are you a socialist or a, you know? And he wants to just say I'm a like you know, like he's racing, and then he's you know adding ist in the end. You know what I mean? To like follow up as a joke with you know, are you a socialist? No, I'm a. But when you add racer and add ist in the end, it. So that's one of the things to talk about. It's like the clip is funny and everyone understands what it means, but like out of context, if someone is a dick, that clip can just seem like, you know, like WTF. That's so unfair! No, I had enough speed. Wait, maybe saved? You know what? I'll continue. You know what? I thought the run was dead. We'll continue. Okay, never mind. We're still... Okay. You know what? Time loss. We'll keep going. Whatever. I don't want to do it again. Dude, that dock. You know what? We'll keep going because I have, if I get a first try storage and perfect Bokoblin, I can save 30 seconds on Forsaken Fortress 1, which I usually don't because you have one try on it. So we'll keep going to see if we get a Forsaken Fortress. Because even though this looks like a bad time, this is an 8:15, which for context, this is still more than 2 minutes ahead of world record. Like, we're just so fast at MSS. So it might look like a bad split, but compared to world record, it's like, it's still so fast. We'll keep going. This is actually not bad, chat. We saved most of our time back through a good Forsaken Fortress, and that's what matters. Okay. Chocolate, can I have a piece? You will get 1 piece of chocolate for every 10 push-ups you do. How about that, Chad? Or every minute you spend touching grass, whichever you prefer. How about a Prime sub? Sure, a Prime sub can also get you a piece of chocolate. You will have to virtually get it though. I just found ants in the grass. Oh no. I'm gonna go backpacking for 5 days next week. Will you ship me a crate of chocolate? A crate, not a bar. A crate. Did I get that right? You want to bring a crate for the hiking, not just a bar. It's a lot of minutes. That's true. You know what? That is true. That's a lot of minutes in the grass. You're right. Yeah, of course. Let me just hit up my best friend, Mr. Beast, who I totally have the number for. I'm sure he can send out some Mr. Beast chocolate bars, because I'm such good friends with Mr. Beast. He totally knows who I am. Linkus, the ants are biting, please. Don't worry, I've heard that if it's ants, it's fine. If it's fire ants, that's when we run. Hi, YouTube. You're so confident that this is gonna be a world record or a personal best that you're already saying hello to YouTube. It's 18 minutes in. 18 minutes in the run. We're just attached, Linkus. Oh no. Chat, it's too soon. That's true. We could almost rename Linkus 7 Daily to Linkus 7 Weekly. If I set everyone's expectations really low, then more than one a week will just surprise people. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm losing time. Are you? Can I stop being a frame late? Oh my god, it's just frame perfect. How do you miss a frame perfect trick 6 times? How's the run going, Linkus? It might not look like it's going too well, but it's actually going really well. I just had a really good early game in my PB. So, I guess I'm comparing to that. It might not look too hot, but it's doing pretty good. I'll keep going, but because I can still easily PB. I mean, even my best possible time is 5 minutes below my PB right now. But it doesn't look fun because my early game was so good, but we can easily bring this run back, so keep going. I did decide during my break, I talked to my dad about it. I think I'm going to grind the shit out of this category for the next month or two. I'm not going to stop until I get the world record. I'm not just going to go for like a better PB. I am going to go until I get the world record for this category. But if you got the world record on this run, I don't... Also, by the way, very nice gold. I don't think I will. But, I mean, there's a possibility. World record is 2:20. The second place time is 2:23. So I need to save another, like, 2 minutes to get second place in the world. And I need to save about 5 minutes for world record. But we came back so recently, we should be able to push this down. Oh, hey, by the way, did you guys see that we got that Microsoft / the Xbox store gave us a release date for Silksong? Yeah, it's December 29th, 9,998. So we only got like we only got like 8,000 years to go for Silksong. Almost there. I will say, though, on a legitimate note, even though the release date shows December 29th, 9,998, I think that means that we're getting closer to the release date, because that means they're preparing the store, so that they probably just didn't want it to have a chance to leak. So they probably just set it to that so that people couldn't know, and then they can just quickly change the release date. This run might be dead. The island didn't load in time. That's awesome. Was I just like underneath inside the island? I literally don't know. Can someone clip that? I am so confused what just happened. Okay, so you can see here, I'm pause buffering to load the island, but the island's collision isn't loaded here when I pause buffer here. It loaded on the next frame when I was underneath the island. Do you see that? The next frame, it loaded. So it loaded 1 frame late. I swam through it, and then I proceeded to do a turnaround. So I did a frame perfect up here to turn around to get back to the island. I can see Dragon Roost, but I can't see. I'm going to go in slow motion to see. I think I might have been just underneath inside the island. Let's see here. So that's Fire Mountain and that's Dragon Roost. Am I just like inside the island? I go, oh, I'm confused. I must have gone further than I thought. So I turn around again. Right here. The fairy island isn't here. I start just spinning around and turning around to look for it. I think I might have been underneath it the whole time. Do you see what I mean? Like, I actually think I might have just... I think what happened was I got underneath the island as it loaded, and then when I was swimming in place to find the island to get the air refill, I think I'm inside of it, because I've now done a full, like, 360-degree turn. I'm going frame by frame, and the island does not come on the screen. That is so dumb. That is so unlucky. Dude, can I tell you what is the weirdest thing about buying a new construction home in a new area? So me and Maisie, we like to go and look at the house like every 2 weeks or every week just to see, you know, the progress of them building it. And almost every time we come there, people are walking through our house because to see all the different options and layouts, you know, they don't want to have like a bunch of like, you know, 10 different example homes so you can see each layout. So what they let you do when you go to these areas is they go like, oh yeah, here is this specific model if you want to see it. And maybe it sounds dumb, and I know it's not done, so it doesn't make a huge difference, but it really like feels weird and wrong. And I hope people can like, I feel like most people can understand this. When you're at the end of your buying home process and the home is done in a month and you go to check out your home and you see like 2 families touring your home, walking through it, it really feels like, dude, get out of my house. Like, yeah, I know it's not done. I know they're still working on it. And I get like, yes, they want to be able to show people like the layouts and we haven't moved in yet. But it feels so wrong and weird to just see people be walking in and out of the home that you are buying. And you're like, dude, what the hell? What are you doing? Get off my property. That is my property. And you get right off of it. No! I hit the beach. I had enough speed. Damn it. I swear to God, I better get this trick soon. My arm is getting tired. How do you flick the analog stick so fast? I won't be able to do it as fast standing up, but basically what I do is I tense up my arm. I tense up this right arm. So like basically I'm doing this. But as I'm doing this, I do this weird claw shape where I put my thumb out and I put this finger out and I hover them above it like this. So that's going like this. So when I'm moving my arm up and down, it's going like that. So then I'm like... That's basically how I do it. Do you have a backup controller? No, so I use this manual Super Swim, and then I have a normal controller that I play with. Like, just to show you, here is a normal controller. You can see I can barely move it from the middle. And to pull it up, I have to do this. Use a lot of force, right? Here is my manual Super Swim controller. Not only can it move a big amount without me, it is so loose and destroyed from manual super swimming, I don't even have to use force to pull it up. As a matter of fact, the friction of my thumb is enough to move it up and down. When I lift it up, it actually pulls the analog stick out. For context, this is how it sounds like on a normal controller. So I recommend you to buy a cheap mint condition controller and use that for manual Super Sim, because it will ruin it. I'm not gonna reset ESS. I can't do manual Super Sim today. I can't. I'm sorry. Tomorrow should be a better day. I don't know why, but I'm like out of it. I can't do it. I drop it. All right, I'll try the run. I don't know how many more of these I can do. I'm starting to get a tired arm. It's just gonna make it worse. I'm getting worse with each attempt. I'm sorry. I still haven't built up that arm muscle. I dropped it right at the end. I had the entire swim and I messed up the literally last part. Can I stop dropping it? I can't do this. I'm sorry, chat. I think I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow. My arm is getting too tired. I can't do more. I'm sorry, I can't do more. Not the best day as a first day coming back. We'll just have to do more attempts tomorrow. I'm gonna have too much hand pain if I keep going, because I can tell that I'm starting to irritate my hand. So I don't really want to keep going, because then I'm gonna have to take a break.